I need to remove this. It's need 20 minutes over and out. Quick, nice and easy. Nice and easy, 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 easy. What's up, oh man? Good to see you. Me too. I know you do. So do I. Let's see if TikTok is going to be misbehaving today. You know, TikTok has a tendency of misbehaving. I don't know why. Hopefully today it doesn't do that. It's not 1,000. You know what? I will not even add a title. There is a title. Just put a P. Which Wi-Fi am I using? Extension. Let's test video. No, not a bodybuilder. Am I a bodybuilder? You think? Because I don't consider myself to be a bodybuilder, to be honest. I don't rank myself as a bodybuilder. Do I look like a bodybuilder? What's the date today? 23rd. Appreciate you, Khan. Thank you very much. Kamran Khan. Seven. You're lying. I don't train my abs. I don't train my abs, but I eat clean. As long as you're eating clean, this one should be okay. I mean, quite literally, should be okay. You don't need to be having diet is everything. You know? Simple. You can never outrun a bad diet. It's impossible. Let me explain something to you. Why am I don't care about muscles. I am happy when I am moving. I don't care whether the muscles grow or they don't grow. I just want to keep on doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing. I don't think about muscle growth, the resting. Nah. No. I just want to do. Show up, show up, show up, show up, show up, show up, show up. I rest when I am sleeping. You see? You see the way that we have different goals? You want to build muscle. Rest is good for you. I don't care about the looks. I don't care about the muscles. Just moving. Do you understand? I hope that makes sense. We see in this world of today, people assume that everybody who is training, everybody who is working out, is here to build muscle. I am the exception, me and many others. Everybody who is working out is not just building muscle. Some of us, we just want to move. We just want to be active. And that's that. We don't follow the normal bodybuilding kind of routine. There is bodybuilding, there is powerlifting, there is strength training, and there is endurance training. What I do is endurance training. I don't do bodybuilding. That is why I don't train like a bodybuilder. If you want to build muscle, if you want to look like a bodybuilder, you train like a bodybuilder. I don't want to look like a bodybuilder. Therefore, I am not training like a bodybuilder. You know what I blame? Social media. Social media platforms. We don't want to look all the same, all right? We don't want to look the same way. I want to be able to move my body through time and space. I don't want to be all bulky and I cannot move. What for? I'm an athlete, bro. I'm an athlete. You know what? I am close to a soldier more than I am to a bodybuilder. Because soldiers, they train endurance training, just basic movement. That is me now. That is that category. I'm in that category. I don't do 100 push-ups. I do 500, 600, 700. I don't do 10 squats. I don't do 100 squats. I don't do 200 squats, 800, 1,000, 1,200. I don't do 100 pull-ups. No, 150, 200. Just one movement and I just hammer it. Okay? I don't need a lot of movements. That is the work of a bodybuilder. Bodybuilders, they are the ones who normally move with, maybe like you might find they have a program that has 5, 6 different kind of movements. I just need one. I just need 2, tops. 75. 76. Furthermore, I don't like people telling me what to do with my body. I hate that. I don't like experts telling me what I should be doing with my body. Take a rest, bro. Rest 2 days. No, I don't like that. I do what I want to do. I am happy doing what I want to do, what I feel like I can do. Yeah, so if you come and try and tell me that you should be resting, trust you me, I won't listen to you. That advice normally comes through here and it just goes pew. Yeah. You can just call me the way that you have called me. You don't need to know my name. Keep that name around. I'm not even in Dubai. Hi, Dana. What's up, Dana? What's up, Goma, Hibai, Oman. Taco, like always, as always, you know me. Nothing is going to change. I have another idea. How about you go to another live? How does that sound? How about instead of me turning off the live, you go to another live? What do you guys think? I think you should go to another live. I mean, that's just me. Booba. Shukran. Do I really have a 6-pack? I think I have an 8-pack. I have an 8. You can see I have another one over here. Because of those push-ups. Because of those push-ups. You see, now we agree. I think you should go to another live. Dr. Creator, we are actually wrapping things up. You're a bit late. I only have 3 more minutes. I need to get to bed. That's a good feel. That's a good feel. Pilates is just a fancy way of saying body weight workouts. It's just a fancy way of saying body weight workouts. Just basic movements of body weight workouts. Like doing a plank, doing a squat. Those are just basic movements. There's nothing special about pilates. Well, Mom, why do you want to do pilates? Why do you want to engage in pilates? You are a man. You are a man. You know how many men I've seen doing pilates? 1 out of 100. 1 out of 100. Instead of doing pilates, just do bodyweight workouts. It's just a fancy way of saying bodyweight workouts, but for women. Don't pay for pilates classes, bro. Don't even think about it. You're going to waste your money. Any other questions before we wrap it up, guys? Throw in your questions. Make sure that you use English. I don't speak Arabic. So bring in your questions only in English. And try not to spam the chat. Don't be stubborn. Don't be annoying. I can't deal with annoying people right now. So just be nice. Just be kind. 1 or 2 questions. Bring them in. Fitness related. Let's stick to the body. If not, we just end the live. We call it a night. Apparently not. Cold as ice. You can even see the color. It's a translucent like because of the moisture. Ice water. I know you do. I know you love me. Any other question? I am being told to give up. You're late because the work is done. So how can I give up when the work is done? Your comment is a bit late. Try and come a little bit earlier tomorrow. Anyway. All right, bro, I'm struggling with the food addiction. How do I overcome? Simply replace it with better foods. You replace it with better foods. I keep telling you guys, there are people who sit in boardrooms. Rich people sit in boardrooms somewhere in a building somewhere to discuss how they are going to bioengineer foods that are going to make you addicted to consuming more food. And when you consume more food, they make more food. I'm talking about processed junk, processed garbage foods. We don't have to go into the details, but much of what you buy in the supermarkets, that is what we are talking about. Anything that comes in a packet, that is what we are talking about. Anything that comes in a box, be cautious about that. The devil is always in the details. People are outside here trying to misuse and make use of your money. So they sit down in a boardroom somewhere and then they go in a lab somewhere to bioengineer foods that are going to make you to consume more foods. So you are not addicted. You have been hooked into these particular foods. Once you realize that, everything just flips. It changes. People are out here to get you, or rather to get your money. Because if you eat more, they're making more money. And it's always artificial kind of foods. They're always artificial kind of foods. They have gone through a factory somewhere, an industry somewhere, a lab maybe, but they always start in a lab. They're always known as bioengineered foods. Do you hear the name? It's a bioengineered food. Why is it bioengineered? So that they can hook your taste buds. You want to eat more of it, you just can't help yourself because you have been hijacked. Your taste buds have been hijacked. They make you quite literally addicted to eating these foods. They are not nature friendly because they have been hijacked. They have been added something, some chemicals and some substance here and there so that you can simply eat more. Do you notice how when you're eating these unhealthy processed foods, you simply can't say no to them? You can continue eating and eating and eating and eating, and you can't just stop. You want to stop. A part of you wants to stop eating whatever it is that you are eating, but you can't help yourself. You just want more and more and more and more and more and more. Why? Because they are bioengineered. They are doing exactly what they are supposed to be doing, which is to force you to consume more. Just go to natural foods. Yeah, the lesser the ingredients, the better. Anything that has a lot of ingredients, question marks, question marks, question marks. When you're going to the grocery store next time, when you're going to buy whatever it is that you buy on a day-to-day basis, just take time, flip it around, go to the ingredients section. If you see a laundry of ingredients there, just keep it aside. If you don't know what is written there, make use of ChatGPT. Make use of Google. Just Google whatever it is that you are eating. But the rule of thumb is, if you see a laundry of ingredients there that looks like a paragraph, run very fast. Run. Don't even think about that food. Just run. It's very simple. When you go to buy something, Don't focus on the big words. Don't focus on what is written in big words, in colorful words. No. The devil is always in the details, the small, small details that are almost hard to read. That is what you should be paying attention to. That is what you should be paying attention to. That is where the devil is. That is where the details of what you're consuming is. So you want to know what you're eating now. Don't look at what they're telling you, e.g., water. No, you want to know what exactly is in this particular water. It might be written water, but when you look around, you see alcohol, you see sugar. Does that mean that it is water? Because it is written in a huge capital letter there that this is healthy drinking water? Absolutely not. Go to the details. Just make time. It's very, if you really care about your health, physical, mental, emotional, psychological well-being, just take time to just know what you're consuming, what is going through your body. That is how you start being healthy. Before you even start talking about gym sessions, before you even start talking about running, just know what you are eating. It's very simple. If the ingredients are a paragraph, a laundry list, run very fast. If the ingredients are less, the better. The lesser the ingredients, the better. But you should look out for three things. If a food has one, salt, and if it has sugar, and if it has any particular oil that is bioengineered, run. When you combine salt, sugar, and an oil, you get an addictive substance. It's almost like consuming cocaine, heroin, etc. Just watch out for those two. Those three actually. When you're reading those ingredients and you spot a salt and you see a sugar and you see an oil, just run away. Don't even think about it. Just run very fast if you really care about you. But then again, if you really don't and you are there for the taste, by all means, continue eating whatever it is that you are eating. Who am I to tell you no? Yeah. You're just going to continue getting the same results that you are getting. And I am going to continue getting the same results that I am getting by avoiding these particular foods. Choices and consequences. You are not a child. We are all adults over here. All of us here are adults. My lives are restricted to 18 and above. So all of you, you are adults. You have the right to choose, right? So you can choose to ignore whatever it is that I'm saying and continue consuming the same junk food that you consume on a day-to-day basis. Just make sure that you don't come crying back. We cannot keep on telling adults the same thing over and over again. You guys are adults, all right? An adult, you just tell them 1-2 times colors enough. Don't tell them more than 2 times, and don't try to change an adult. They're not going to change. They are going to fight you if you try to change them. All right, that is why I always say, you want to consume sugar, by all means, consume your sugar. Consume your sugar. Do it. Do it. It's your body. It's your body. Yeah. I don't have a cheat meal. I used to consume cakes. It's been more than 4 or 5 months right now. I haven't touched those cakes. They just don't go bad. Can you imagine a food? You buy a food, you store it somewhere, not even in a refrigerator, and then it goes for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It is not spoiling. Can you imagine the amount of chemicals that is in that particular food? It is like eating paper or plastic. These are the cakes that I was consuming, and they are very delicious. Is salt bad for you? No, salt is healthy for you. Without salt, bad things are going to happen to your body. Your body needs salt. Your body needs sodium. Your body needs salt. Keep the salt around. I have told you what you need to watch out for is a combination. When you see a food has salt, it has sugar, and it has a oil, 3 of them together, you run away. You run away. When the three of them are together in one particular product, that is not a food, that is a product. Dorian, how do I lose 7 kgs in 1 month? Fasting, fitness, feasting, a healthy diet. It's very simple. I call them the 3 F's. You fast, you practice fitness, and you feast healthy meals. You're even going to probably lose more than 7 kgs, down to 10 kgs, 15 kgs. Easy. How many languages do I speak? I speak 1 English, 2 Swahili, 3 Kikuyu, Shwe Arabic. So you can say 4. What should I eat? It feels like I'm just gaining weight. It doesn't matter what I eat. Well, if it doesn't matter what you eat, then why are you concerned with the weight? If what you eat does not matter to you, then why are you worried about your weight? You're contradicting yourself. What do I do if I'm kind of forced to eat a bit unhealthy from the parents? That's a special case. That is a totally different case because 1, you cannot provide for yourself because you don't have the resources. So you have to fall under the umbrella of your mother and your father. That's okay. That's okay. Just start learning these things as early as possible. The fact that you're already aware of these things, it means when you start earning your own money, you're probably going to take better care of yourself because now you're going to be in a position whereby you can afford to buy much healthier foods. All right. So as long as you are still living with your mother and your father and you don't have the resources, just consume what they are providing for you. Be thankful about it, and then slowly and surely you will get there. When your time for the resources come in, you will have learned better. So don't stress that much about that. I'm talking to the adults. Adults are the most dumb people. You see, you are a child. You already know eating healthy is very, very important. And you are a child. But then you're going to find adults here who are going to make senseless, baseless, careless, reckless comments simply because they have the resources to buy them. Why are they making such comments? Because they genuinely do not care. Why do they not care? Because they have never found themselves in a situation whereby they are forced to care. So what do I do personally? You just ignore these particular souls and act as if they are not relevant. Yeah, you just ignore them because they genuinely do not care. So why should I care? But I respect you for that. You are a child and you already know these things. Much respect. What is the best food to eat during the day? What do you have available? Best for me, my eggs, my meat. That's it. My cabbages. I have a lot of varieties, by the way. No, far from it. I am not fluent at Arabic. Guys, I'm not fluent in Arabic. I'm not fluent in Arabic. This is a good one. This is a good one. Allow me to expound on this. Is this your recorded broadcast or what? I've just read your live. I've just read your comment. It's not. Believe your eyes. What are your eyes telling you? The guy is real. I'm not an AI. Why am I always hungry? Because you're insulin resistant. Bro, sister, you're sick. You are sick. You are not designed to eat constantly like a pig. No, you're not designed to eat constantly after every 2-3 hours. You are insulin resistant. You have a problem in your gut. That is why you're constantly hungry. You're just constantly craving sugar and food, just sugar, mostly just sugar. You're not eating for nutritional purposes, for the purposes of nourishing your body. You're just eating for the purposes of just feeding the bacteria, the parasites, and the germs that are living in your system. Your gut is filthy. You need to detox. You are literally dirty on the inside. You're just eating for the purposes of just eating for the purposes of just eating. You're not supposed to be eating 2, 3, 4 hours. After every 2 hours, you're hungry. That is not even hunger. It's sickness. Scratch that hunger. Why do I stay sick? You are sick. And the faster that it is that you address this, the better it is going to be for you. But then again, you are adults, all right? You've heard this story so many times. I'm not the first one talking about these matters. You guys have already heard it before. The problem is you don't want to change your diet. You don't want to change your diet because it tastes sweet. Freddie, thank you very much for the roses. It tastes sweet. So me as a person, I cannot force the change for you. We always say you change or you suffer and then you finally perish. It's very simple. Straight up. Straight up. But trust you me when I tell you this. You are going to experience your best life when you are healthy and fit. You are going to experience your best life when you are healthy and fit. I hope that makes sense. Freddie, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. You are going to experience your best life when you start taking care of your body, when you start taking care of your mind. You're going to know power, freedom, confidence, energy. You're going to be in another world, a world that you never knew existed. To be able to go for 16 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours, 48 hours without eating food and still operating at peak performance, that's a blessing. That is power. That is power. This is what I'm talking about. You see, when you hear me talking about 36 hours, no food, just water, electrolytes, you're like, how is that possible? Yeah, because you're sick. You're operating from a position of sickness. You just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And me, when I go for 36 hours, for 48 hours, without eating food, I am still operating at peak performance compared to you. How is that possible? Anyway, maybe I'm making sense. Maybe I'm not making sense. It's really up to you. It's genuinely up to you. When it comes to adults, I don't force the gospel on adults. I have learned to just pass the information, share the information, and you can do whatever it is that you want to do with this particular information. If you want to implement, fair enough. If you do not want to implement, Merry Christmas to you. All right, serious question. How do I get strong down there? That's one of the easiest questions I've made today. Number one, first order of business. You stop weakening yourself down there. How do you do that? You just simply stop releasing. Just stop ejaculating. It's very simple. That is the first order of business. You stop releasing. You stop touching yourself. Wacha kujiguzaguza. You have no business touching yourself, guys. Do you know how crazy it is when you start to think about this from a logical perspective? Just stop doing it. Most of you are having ED and PT, whatever, because you just can't help yourself. You just keep on this. Just stop doing that. Just by stopping to do that, your energy levels are going to skyrocket after 7 days. After 7 days, you're going to be operating at a different level. At a different level. So the question is actually, this is going to be a challenge for you. Before we even start talking about fitness, diet, no, this is a challenge for you. If you are weak down there, just stop releasing. Stop consciously releasing. You stop sleeping around. You stop touching yourself. You stop watching other people enjoy on your phone, on dirty websites, on filthy, dirty movies. That is where you start. Can you do that for the next 7-14 days, and then come back with the results. And then I'm going to give you the next one. But for the next 7 to 14 days, just stop touching yourself. Are oats actually good? Because I'm switching from cereals to oats. That's an upgrade. I will say that that is an upgrade, but you need to take note of the fact that some oats are not whole oats. So when you buy the oats, go for the whole oats. You just want to see one ingredient there, just whole grain oats, period. You don't want to see other ingredients when you're buying the oats. So when you go to that supermarket, grocery store, shop, and you take out the oats from the shelf, when you take a look at that ingredient list, you just want to see one ingredient there. One ingredient. If you see more than one ingredient there, that oat has unnecessary things that your body does not need. So you just don't use it. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, hi. Legend girl. Where is the legend man? Or rather, the legend boy? I recommend walking, so do I. I fully back your statement. I'm fine, thank you, legend. Every time I try to do push-ups, my elbow kind of cracks. I used to do a lot of push-ups before. That's a statement. My elbows also, they make a lot of noise. If you ever heard me doing push-ups and I'm quiet, you normally hear it's nothing to worry about. Freddy, so do I, man. Mimi, I can do water fasting for 7 days. No, you can't. Coach, is there any way to grow taller? How old are you? Because you get to a certain age where you cannot go any further. For instance, me, I have reached my peak. You can't grow taller from a certain age. Especially once you get past your teen years, your height is just cemented. There's nothing you can do about that. I want a physique for football. Then you train and move like a footballer. Explosive power. That's it. You train power, you train explosiveness. Yeah, it's called No Nut November. It's not even No Nut November. You don't have any, you should not be having any business nutting just carelessly. I've said this so many times. The sexual energy from a man, forget about the woman side, all right? The ovum. I'm talking about the sperm. It is for the purposes of creation. For a man, for a woman to be created, there has to be a sperm and an ovum, 50-50. So if you're leaking this energy and you're not going to create life, then what are you creating? This is a universe governed by law and order. If you're not creating life, you are creating death and destruction. Who's death and destruction? You are death. You are downfall. It's very simple. For life to come into this earth, something has to die. For you to bring another human being on this earth, a part of you has to die. So that is the 50%. So that now you can go ahead and bring your 50 and your woman brings in a 50. But you, the fool, you're just throwing it away on the floor, bed sheets, toilets. Just stop doing it. You see how crazy that is? And you wonder why you don't have confidence. You don't have energy. You wonder why you cannot last in bed. I mean, you are a disappointment in bed. Why? Because you just keep throwing away, just releasing. You're like a rabbit. You just can't help yourself, or rather scratch that. You refuse to help yourself, and then you continue suffering. Because at the end of the day, if you do not care enough to fix and change your lifestyle, we the people, the collective world, we are not going to care about you. If you genuinely do not care about you, why should we care about you? This world is a mirror. We are always going to mirror your actions. If you care about you, then also in return, we care about you. But you don't care about you. You just want to feel good, yeah? You just want to, after every 5 seconds, yeah? Just a heightened high, and then followed by what? Shame, guilt, regret, disgust. Just withhold. Shikilia yo, Jesus Christ. Just hold on to it. Hold on to it. I don't know who programmed you to be believing that you're supposed to just be releasing. Andrew, what's up, Andrew? You're not supposed to be doing it. You're not supposed to be doing it. It makes no sense whatsoever. Some of you are just doing it because you heard that if you withhold it, you're going to get prostate cancer. And I ask our ancestors, okay, those people who are before us, the hunters and gatherers, do you genuinely think they were worrying about such things such as prostate cancer? Do you think your forefathers, your hunters and gatherers, were in the bushes somewhere, all right? Or maybe they were fighting invaders, and then they are like, okay, hold up, boys, hold up, gentlemen. Let us disperse. Let us go and jack off so that we can prevent prostate cancer. Do you think that was happening up here in their mindset when they were busy gathering, herding, long distance trading? All right, now, gentlemen, let's now separate. Let's go and release. Let's prevent prostate cancer. Application, critical thinking, just one simple question. That theory completely falls on its head. A myth. I don't believe it. They normally tell you that you're flushing out toxins. When you are created by whoever it is that you believe created you, God, the universe, your mother, your father, there was a creative intelligence that created you. From a sperm to an ovum to a zygote, embryo, a fetus, and then you came to life. There was a creative intelligence behind you. Do you genuinely think that that creative intelligence needs you to tell it what it's supposed to be doing? Do you think that if these sperms were causing toxins, they would be in your system? So then, how do you explain why you get weak after releasing? How do you explain the guilt, the disgust, and the shame? How do you explain the loss of energy? If this thing is so good, how do you explain that? Because one, you're not making a baby. So you're just wasting it away, just throwing it away. You're not making a baby. I mean, a baby is a valuable thing on this world. It doesn't get any better than that. So if you're not creating a baby, then why are you just releasing? Why are you doing it? Do you remember how you were when you were a child? The amount of energy, enthusiasm, curiosity you had when you were a child, in your, let's say, in your teen years, before you learned how to release. Do you remember the kind of energy that you used to move around with? Why? What changed? What changed? I'll tell you what changed. You started leaking. You were not leaking before, and you had vibrancy. I mean, your eyes, they had purity. Your face, purity, confidence, energy levels, endurance, stamina. You could move from morning all the way to the evening. Your parents quite literally had to beat some of you to get to bed because you had so much. So what changed? What went wrong? I know what went wrong. Did you? You went to school, you became an adult, and then you learned the art of pew, 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 pew. And now you're paying the price. And then you wonder where all that good stuff went. The confidence, where did it go? The energy, where did it go? I'll tell you where it went. You threw it away on rocks, on bare land. That is where it went. And you have to pay the price because when there's an action, there's a reaction. Simple. And this, by the way, goes for both genders, women and men. Oh, I am behind on these comments. But we don't care about you. Well, that's wrong. Because why are you watching me? Why are you here? Your words are lying, but your actions are exposing you. Why are you here? Oh, Godfather! TikTok is so hilarious, man. Thank you for the Godfather, by the way. What age is good to start? What age is good to start going to the gym? Any age. Actually, it's not just about the gym. When you are young, when you are under maybe 15, just be active. Just play a lot of football, play a lot of basketball, badminton. Just be active. Just move, 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 move. That is your gym. Now, once you get, as you grow older now you can start lifting weights. When you are under 15 and under 16, just master your body. Master your push-ups, master your pull-ups, master your squats, master your lunges, crunches. Be good at these basic human movements. You'll be fine as you grow older because you will need these movements. Don't be these lazy adults that I'm talking about. All right? Refuse to be lazy adults. They are highly incompetent. And you know the beauty about a child knows it is not right to be out of shape. A child knows it is not right to have a big butt, to have a big gut. They know. On a deeper level, they know. They are very uncomfortable with it. That is why you're going to see 14-year-olds over here asking me about weight loss. Because they know on a deeper level, they know it should not be this way, but they don't know better. Why? Because for some reason, mother and father, they are, so even them, they kind of go that direction. So I blame who? Again, adults. They don't want to fix themselves. And so the child just kind of starts to follow that road. And when they start to follow that direction, on a deeper level, they are like, this is not the right direction, right? They know on a deeper level, you're supposed to be fit, especially if you're a man, for crying out loud. Just bare minimum. This is the bare minimum. We're not even talking about finances here. We're not talking about anything else. Just build something. Have a good physique, a physique that you can be proud of. When you're taking a shower and you look at yourself on that mirror, when you're wiping yourself, you're like, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's good. It feels good. When you feel good, life is good. When you feel bad about yourself, well, that becomes your filter. So you tend to see bad things around you. If you're vaping, you're a loser. Why are you vaping? What for? You're asking me because on a deeper level it's wrong. But you're hoping I'm going to validate your actions. It's dumb. I love you too. I'm going to end the YouTube live now. Guys, have a blessed, lovely evening. Let's meet tomorrow. SM103581. Shout out to you. Nora, thank you very much. Ashki, Hibai, WFX77, Oman U8M. Appreciate you, brother. Dana, much love to you. Taco, you as well. Ahmed, Suzumi. Guys, let's have a blessed, lovely evening ahead. Until we meet again, much love.